Hi and welcome to the Posh Travel Blog. I'm Christina
And I'm Stuart.
and we're just here to give you a rundown on our recent Mediterranean voyage on board Celebrity Cruises, the Reflection ship. Beautiful ship. She's the fifth and final and largest of the Solstice class cruise ship. Over to Stu for the spec.
So we're not going to bore you with heaps of figures, just the basics. It's 126,000 tons approximately, 3,000 passengers, and 1,300 crew, and that's at full capacity. She was built in 2012 and last refurbished in February 2023. So we're going to do a ship tour, but we're going to fill it with points of interest and things that we discovered along the way.
And all
The
our
good,
favourite places.
yes, the good, the not so good, but there wasn't many of those, and the excellent. So you should find it of interest. So here we go.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with food because
The number one thing on the ship, obviously, and my favourite thing, even though I put more weight on since the last cruise. Anyway.
yeah, so food for a start for a change. Then we're going to cover the entertainment. She's such a large ship. We thought we'd do it in this order. Then we'll continue with a deck plan of the other areas. The areas that we
And we'll
discovered.
drop videos in as we go, so you won't be looking at us the whole time. You'll be looking at the ship. So should we start with the main dining room?
The main dining room, the Opus, which is included in your fare, covers decks 3 and 4. Deck 3 is lovely. You've got the grand sort of chandelier at the top and a sweeping glass staircase up to decks 4. So it's got a lovely airy feel to it. On deck 3, it is set sitting, so 6:30 and 8:30 if you like, a regular table and regular waiters. That's a place to go. And Dex 4 is open sitting from 6:30, actually no, 6 o'clock to 9:30.
Which is what we were allocated.
We did. We like that freedom of
And
going in when we wanted to.
yeah, and they were very good. And the hostesses were lovely, and they always found us a table. They tended to put you in the same area, which was really nice, so we got to know the waiters. But the food in the dining was very good, and there's a selection of always available, which was always on the or on the starters. They always had escargot, which we love,
Love it.
prawn cocktail, and a couple of other items. And then on the main courses, there was always a sirloin steak, a chicken breast, and salmon. So they were, if there wasn't anything on the choices menu, you could always go to the food quality was excellent.
Very, very good.
We really enjoyed it. We went on Holland America Line last year, and we thought the food was really excellent, but this was on par actually. It was really good. Yeah,
Definitely.
and they did each night there was fish or beef or whatever. So really good food in there and excellent service as well.
And then you have the Ocean View Cafe, which is included in the fare, which is on deck 14.
Which is the buffet restaurant.
Yeah, buffet. So if you don't feel like the formality of the main restaurant, not that it's very formal, it's very chic, casual, but you can just go up there and, in shorts and feel relaxed.
Yeah, it's very relaxed. And it had an outdoor terrace as well.
Yeah, and that was open sort of for lunches, breakfast and dinner. And it was quite an affair, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was open 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. For breakfast. And then it actually went on till 11 a.m. But from 10 to 11, it was a slightly reduced breakfast, but it was still everything. I mean, it was incredible, really, the choices.
Yeah, and
fruits, pancakes, bacon, sausages, eggs everywhere you want them, salmon,
it was a real affair, wasn't it? It really was.
I don't think there's anything you could want for, actually.
And it was lovely that it did go on to 11, so if you're a late riser...
Which we are,
yeah, you can get in there and get something before 11. Mind you, lunch starts there at 12, so if you miss that...
Yeah, then they did 12 till 2:30 for lunch, and they themed it some days, depending where you were, and then dinner was 6 till 9:30. But the choice in that restaurant was unbelievable.
Incredible.
It's probably one of the best buffets we've had at sea. I mean, it's cafe style, so it's a bit bang, bang, bang. But the food selection was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh, blow away. Really.
I mean, every day at lunch, they always had a minimum of 1 joint or 2 joints. On one of the days, it was a sea day, they had 3 joints because everybody was on the ship, and they also had whole sea bass and sea bream being grilled. They had the pasta station. They've got the Indian station. They've had a huge dessert selection, and honestly, the choices are unbelievable. If you left that restaurant hungry, you had a problem.
Yeah, I think the lunches were the affair there, actually, more so than any other meal for us. That was
it was.
fantastic.
But we didn't go there in the evening because we preferred to eat in the main dining room. So,
Right.
but it's both really good. But moving on, then you've got there's two restaurants for the Blue restaurant, which is for Aqua Class
Aquaclass.
clients who are in Aqua Class cabins, and there's Lumine for people who are really luxury in the top suites.
We didn't get to visit those because we were just in steerage, which was perfectly
Unfortunately, but in
lovely.
the future we're going to try and get in there.
Oh, that's
But
lovely.
I'm sure that we spoke to a gentleman in the spa, and he said that the Lumine restaurant with food was amazing. So that's something for the future.
And then
Uh,
you've got 6 speciality restaurants that you can go to and pay supplement for. Rough, so they varied. I think the most expensive was about $60 a head
yes, yeah.
for Murano, which we loved, and we visited 3 times. It was just so amazing there.
Yeah, it was the French
Um,
restaurant, and they did flambéed lobster at the table.
it was
Oh, they did.
incredible. It was
There was certain items on the menu that were included, and certain items that you had to pay extra for, like Chateaubriand and herbed rack of lamb. They were extra, but the lobster was included, the Dover sole was included, and the turbot was included. But
And
we loved it.
the service was just incredible in there. And we've been on Seabourn. We've been to the
Thomas
grill, the
Keller
Thomas Keller
Grill.
Grill on Seabourn, and this beat
Oh,
it,
it's
didn't
as good
it?
as, if not
I think
better.
it's better.
We
I
loved
really
it.
did.
We should have
It's
eaten there
amazing,
every night, really.
incredible.
The price,
Yeah.
but we loved it. So
The
if
other,
you get a chance, go to that one, definitely.
the other one that we loved was La Petit Chef at Cuisine, which is an animation
Oh, we loved it.
restaurant. Incredible,
You've
wasn't it?
got to go to it. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like you're going to go to a cartoon dinner.
It's going to be tacky, but it
But you
was
sit at a table and it's all
mesmerising.
white, and the plates are white, and they project down with laser, I think it must be,
So
onto
clever.
the table, and you get the story of how the food, where it came from, the history, and that's just so entertaining.
We didn't know tomatoes came from Peru either, did we? I
No,
didn't. Yeah. So
and they didn't come until the 15th century, I think. Well, anyway, you'll find that out when we go there. But no, definitely it's a must. You must go there. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
they were our favourite. The other restaurants are Sushi on Five. Sushi, it says it all,
Yeah.
and that was open for lunches as well. And I think if you went for lunchtime in these specialities, they had offers on. It was for half the price, so you
Yeah,
might
they
want
did
to do that
special
as
offers for lunch. Not that
an
we did it,
alternative.
actually. Either we were ashore or we ate to the buffet restaurant, didn't we?
And then you had the Tuscan Grill.
That's at the back of the ship with all windows all the way round. Back of the ship? Yes, with
Yes,
windows all the
yeah,
way
the back of the
round.
ship.
And it's steaks, and obviously the way it says Tuscan Grill, it's steaks and Italian food, and
Calamari,
really good. We didn't try it, actually, but everybody said it was really, really good.
and
Um,
then you've got the Porch, which is a seafood restaurant on the where the lawn, the green lawn is on the top. Is it deck 15? I think it's
14.
14, yeah. The Porch, and also the Lawn Club there, which is another grill speciality restaurant up there.
Yeah, they both look nice. We didn't
Yeah,
try them either. It's too much to do in just a short cruise.
and the main
But
dining room was so fantastic as well. There
yes, it
wasn't enough
was.
time. We
And
need to go
obviously,
on
then
for
you've got to
longer.
pay a supplement to go to those other restaurants. But it's definitely worth it. But if you're going, Le Petit Chef and Murano, put them
Oh,
on the list. Really
fantastic!
good, delicious food as well. Really good. And in Le Petit Chef, just going back, it was animated and all that. And you think, oh well, you're going to get the show, but you're not going to get great food. But the food was really delicious as
Incredible,
well.
yeah.
It was
So
short
we'll
rib
show you
beef.
some
It
pictures.
was fell away. It was delicious. So, yeah, but yep. So that's the food. There is a little cafe as well on deck 14, Spa Cafe,
Oh gosh, yes.
and they do healthy options.
Yeah,
They do smoothies. They do juices.
they're open for
Which
breakfast and lunch, and yeah, you can get your green juices there and super healthy snacks. So
yeah, but
another nice
lovely little
touch.
spot. So that's it. Wrapped up with the food. So we'll move on to the entertainment.
So moving on to entertainment, we'll start with the theatre. Again, very impressive. It spans over decks 3, 4, and 5, and you feel like you're up in the gods in the top layer. It was really lovely, and some fabulous performances there.
Very comfortable, and they
Very
had
good
guest performers as well. There was a comedian came on, and
pianist.
actually he was on at 10:30 at night, so no kiddies were allowed. So you can imagine the content. Good fun.
Yeah, no,
But the theatre's lovely, and they every night there's a show, and they do two, don't they? They do an early
early
one
sitting
and
for
then a late
early,
one,
and yeah,
so you can tie it in with your
with
dinner.
your dinner.
So, but the theatre was excellent. Celebrity Central on deck 4, which was they used it as a cinema room. Really comfortable, like a proper cinema.
It's fabulous, wasn't
Christina's
it?
father went in there twice and watched Top Gun Maverick, and he watched
The Elvis
Elvis film, the new
movie.
Elvis film, and he loved it, didn't he? So,
Yeah, I think our favourite place though was the atrium, the hub of the heart of the ship where it all happens, and obviously you've got all the glass balustrade balconies looking down onto the grand foyer. And every night we'd come out of dinner, and there was just something going on. One night was a '70s and ABBA music night, and it was electric. It was absolutely electric. We were really tired after dinner. You think, oh, we'll have an early night. Well, you had to dance as soon as we got there. We were down, and
that's what we loved
it was
about that cruise.
amazing. It was
About the cruise.
best entertainment I think we've ever had, wasn't it?
Yeah, because you come out of dinner sometimes on a cruise and there's nothing happening and you just flag and you go to bed. But you come out of dinner, there's always something
It was
going on.
alive. It was just
brilliant.
buzzing.
But the ABBA night, they had all the words out and everyone was in the foyer singing along to the words.
It was like a scene off
Go,
Mamma
go,
Mia,
go.
wasn't it? It was just you just were
really
compelled to
And it wasn't
dance.
tacky either. It wasn't too much.
No.
It was just fun. You know, we
It
had
was
good
fun.
you know.
Really, really lovely crowd, and yeah, it had a really good
Grand
good
Foyer was
vibe.
brilliant, and every night there was something going on. And they had a silent disco there as well, didn't they?
Yeah, we didn't try that, did we?
We didn't try
Yeah.
that though. That's for the next time. Then they've got the Sky Bar,
Which
which is up on deck 15.
yeah, you tend to find everything sort of move from the grand foyer to the Sky Bar, probably about 11:30 in the evening, and then that for those late night owls can dance the night away up in the Sky Bar. That was
Yeah, they
fabulous.
had a live band up there every night, singers, and
And
there's
then
a nice
DJ.
bar and loads of seating.
Yeah, brilliant DJ, wasn't it? Playing all the latest hits and sort of Latin music as well.
We just loved the entertainment.
It was just
probably some of the best entertainment any cruise we've been on.
I don't think I've danced as much ever.
No.
It was great.
And usually on a cruise ship you feel tired, but for some reason on Celebrity we didn't feel tired. We were ready to go every night.
Yeah, it was really.
I don't know whether it was the entertainment was rolling on or they put fresh oxygen into the air. The air was very clear. It was really,
lovely.
really good.
Yeah.
So, no, we loved the entertainment. Excellent. Really, really good.
And there was one more. We had this an outdoor movie cinema
of course, yeah.
on deck 14 on the lawn, which was lovely. We went up there one evening late, and you could just lay on sort of bean bags on the real grass and watch a movie under the stars. Amazing, absolutely
loved it.
Yeah.
The lawns area will show you a bit of, well, as we do the deck plan, we'll come up, it's deck 15. As we come along, you'll see the grass. We just loved that area. But you could lay out there, and I can imagine on an July or August night, or in the Caribbean or something, when it's so hot outside, just to lay on a beanbag and watch a film. Amazing. Yeah. So, entertainment, amazing.
So, well, after the most important things are covered, apart from the bars, which we're going to do.
They're very important.
Very, yeah. We're probably going to do a separate video on it, because you've got the classic drinks package, you've got the premium drinks package, and then you've got obviously no package if you just want to go on a cruise and buy your drinks as you go. So we're going to cover that quite extensively, because it is a bit of a minefield, and produce a separate video on that. So
we were on the premium package, and we upgraded, paid the supplement, and the video will be whether it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
So
take a look at that
on our channel.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel, and then you'll see that will be coming up shortly. So anyway, back to deck 3, we'll start at where the grand foyer is, and you've got the guest relations desk there as well. Again, it's the main sort of hub of the cruise ship. You've got the passport bar on deck 3, which is
quite
lovely.
a nice little bar, and it's just off the foyer. So at night, when they're doing all the music and everything, there's seating around there and a nice little bar there, passport bar.
Really
and then also on that deck, you've got the guest relations desk.
Mentioned, yeah, and the short excursions.
They're very efficient. So, and one thing I would say is it gets very busy, and when you ring down from your cabin, they sometimes don't answer. So you might have to go actually in person down to guest relations. So, and then we've got the shore excursions desk as well. So, but we didn't use that because we did our own thing with these most of the ports before. So that's deck 3. So
moving on to deck 4, one of my favourites for me was the martini bar. It was incredible, really lovely. It was an ice-topped bar.
Well, it's like an ice section, You had the main bar with all sitting round, didn't you?
Yeah,
And then there was another little sitting section with ice in there, with coffee.
yeah, and it was ice top though, the main bar
Oh
as
yeah, that
well,
was good.
really.
Yes,
But
it
yeah, it was
was. Yeah.
so good, and the staff, the bartenders there, they were doing all sorts of.
Oh, he
It was
did a
like a
trick.
show, wasn't it?
Oh,
Really,
he had all
every
these. I'm going to drop the video and so you can see it. All these cocktail shakers, all in line, and poured them. There must be 20 or 30 of them into those glasses. So,
yeah,
yeah, they were really,
that's it. And I've
yeah,
never
good
really,
fun.
and the martinis were just out of this world. It was
I
really,
don't know if it was
yeah.
my favourite thing, but
Oh, it was. We've never
I
really
had
had
to
it.
order vodka martini
It's got to
shaken,
be
not
done,
stirred.
hasn't it? But it was. I felt very sophisticated and grown up. It was
It was really
lovely.
nice to try it actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was lovely. So, and opposite there, they have the Cellar Masters wine bar, which is a really comfortable.
Like an old English manor house, isn't it? All
Mm,
really sumptuous chairs, and you can have wines by the
order
glass or
wines
wine tasting. But that was
because we were on the
lovely. Yeah.
premium package. You could order some really nice wines
It was
actually. So,
lovely. Yeah.
yeah, and
Again,
they
watch
also
that video because the premium package is very very good.
yeah we drank too much.
Yeah.
But also in the Cellar Masters wine bar, they do the wine tasting events, and we were in there one day, and there was a group of about 8 people all tasting different wines. So they do that as well. Lovely bar, really nice. So also on that level is the shops, or some of the shops. They've got this
Yeah.
grand walkway down.
Boulevard, isn't it? It's
It's
just
amazing to
yeah,
be on a ship and see all the curtains coming down.
very
And
impressive.
gosh, that shop had oh the lower deck was like they had all the medical things that you need, you know, incidentals, and then souvenir shopping, Italian, Spanish, wherever the ship
Whatever
was
ports we
going,
pulled in, you know, they had
yeah,
all of the
clothes and yeah, lots of things to choose from on
yeah
there. And then opposite that was the
the casino,
casino,
which
yeah,
was a very large casino, wasn't
it
it? Yeah,
was
and there was a
all the tables.
bar within the casino as well. So yeah,
Yeah, they had all the tables and all the slot machines and everything. But we're not gamblers, so we didn't go in there. We'd rather put our money towards
a trip
um,
or new dress.
drinks. And then also on that deck, they had the Future Cruise Sales office, which
It was
we're travel agents. We used to own a travel agent, so it was the biggest future cruise sales office we've seen. There
it
was about
was
8 desks
it was like you walked into a proper travel agency. Yeah, normally we're used to sort of just seeing one
on
future
Holland
cruise
America line. There was one
salesperson, but
lady, Joanna, and she was
yeah,
lovely. Um,
on here it
but
was
here it was
yeah
like oh, big
massive.
business, and those
Yeah,
desks were full a lot of
all
the
the
time.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
weren't
people
they
were booking in
really?
advance, getting
Yeah,
the deals. I
I
think
know.
you book early, you can get some great deals on them. So that's deck 4
Covered.
covered.
So, deck five, we've got more boutiques. This was my favourite boutiques. They had, well, they've obviously got your perfumery and makeups, very good selection.
And very posh jewellery. I mean, they've got Breitling watches, Omega watches, Rolex watches. I mean,
Fabulous jewellers,
boutiques with
yeah.
Kate Spade handbags and everything like that.
Yeah.
They were the luxury shops on there. So,
And
so we
again,
kept away from there.
we did, just window shopped. But they had what I loved, and I was the pre-loved again. I just had a look, but it was Chanel handbags, Louis Vuitton, and I just think it's a really nice
Second
concept.
hand, but
Yeah,
like
but
new.
yeah,
So
immaculate, and they had all
yeah,
their
it's really good.
authenticity certificates with them. You've got the art gallery and photo gallery there as well. Very
Yes.
impressive art gallery.
And photo gallery. We never saw anyone taking any photos. But they must be taking them when people go
Maybe
on
on
the
the
trips.
excursions,
Yeah,
yeah.
on the excursions. So we never had a photo
Yeah.
taken.
And
Um,
another favourite was the World Class Bar. Again, tended to attract if you're on the premium package. You've got your top shelf whiskies, single malts, and we're sort of
yeah,
whiskey
lovely
drinkers.
Macallan, Lumina, and various drinks that were included. We used to like to sit there, but it was in amongst the shops.
Yeah, it
But we
was an
enjoyed
open
sitting
bar,
there,
but
didn't we?
very, very nice. And
So,
again, the bartenders there would do when they made the cocktails or
yeah,
whiskey
throwing
sours.
up
Yeah,
like
it
Tom
was,
Cruise.
yeah, it was impressive.
There's a cafe on that level which is really popular on the ship, Cafe El Baccio, but I think it's El Baccio, and Gelateria. They're the ice cream counter,
And again,
and the coffee shop is quite a size, really comfortable seating, fabulous selection of cakes and pastries every day, different ones, all included in your fare. You do pay supplement
for
for
the
the
coffees, the
coffees.
specialty coffees.
Yeah, and they had everything from cold coffees, like martini coffees, and
Yeah, they were
then they
kind of
had all the coffees from the normal coffee shop. And at the end, they had like the French coffee, Irish coffee, with the liqueurs in.
yeah, it was wonderful, really
All
wonderful
at
coffee shop.
premium. Oh, you
Yeah,
had to pay a supplement.
well, unless you're on
Um,
the premium
but
package.
yeah, we were on the premium package, so we could choose anything we wanted. I think on the standard package, certain coffees are included, but you have to pay a premium for pay something for the more expensive coffees. So. And then finally, because we're not including the restaurants, we've done those already. Ensemble Lounge and
Ensemble
Bar.
Lounge Bar, yeah. Again, it was very dim, very low lighting. You go in, very sumptuous, comfortable chairs, and that was a circular bar, but really lovely. And all the specialty restaurants were sort of located in that area, apart from the ones on deck 14.
Yeah. It made
So
for
that
a
was
very elegant start.
pre-dinner
to the
drink,
evening.
yeah.
It was
Then you
lovely.
just go through your
And on
door.
top of that, we missed on the entertainment. They did have entertainment.
Oh, we did.
They
We
had
saw
either
violinist, didn't they, one night?
yeah, a three-piece
Yeah,
string
orchestra
quartet
sort
or
of.
a quartet, and or singer, but low key, really low key. It
Very,
was really
very,
really elegant.
yeah.
So we'd go there with a lovely drink before dinner, and then go into Murano, or we went to Le Petit Chef. And it was, yeah, really nice.
It did just
Yeah,
flow,
Deck
didn't
Five's
it?
very nice.
You'd sort of come from the foyer area with all the buzzy music and go into there. It was like you just stepped into different worlds. It was fabulous how they did it. It flowed.
It's a lovely ship, really
Yeah.
lovely. So that's Deck 5. Let's move on to Deck 6.
So deck 6 and 7 is just cabins, accommodation. Deck 8, a lovely area off of the atrium called the Hideaway. They had bird's nest style seats there, and you could just sit there and relax, put your feet up and read a book.
Read a book, quiet.
Very peaceful.
And they had coffee machine there.
They did, yeah. So complimentary teas and coffees. You could just,
yeah, that's nice.
Just a peaceful area.
And then Deck 9, there's a place called Game On, which is a games room, and they've got card tables, and they had an interactive screen as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you could sit there and play a game of cards or a board game. They've got various things on offer there, all complimentary, so you can go and help yourself.
And then Deck 10, you had this impressive library. Again, you could see it from the main atrium as well, and it spanned over 2 floors, Deck 10 and 11. That was lovely.
It looked amazing from the viewing point, the other side of the atrium when you look back. Really high chairs, leather white chairs, and then all the books going up really high. I don't think you can reach the top.
I was going to say, don't choose a book on the top shelf. It did look impressive.
No time for reading.
Yeah.
So that's Deck 10. And Deck 11 as well. They've got a relaxation lounge at the front.
Yeah, it is at the front.
With
floor-to-ceiling
glass panels and then relaxing chairs. Another place to go and chill out and read a book, which you take from the library.
Deck 12, you've got the spa and the gym and the Persian garden, which is just off of the spa. We paid to go there for the whole duration, and it was amazing. I don't know if you've been on a celebrity ship, but the spa area, the Persian garden area, is incredible. Yeah.
If you're in aqua class cabins, you get that included. I think the suites get it as well. But we have to pay a supplement otherwise, and it was
$329 for the 2 of us, I think it was. For
$199 per person, or for a couple, $329.
It was
for the
reduced.
Cruise. We're on a 9-night voyage, and then you can go in as many times as you like.
And they restrict it to only 40 places, so it's never overly crowded in there. Got lovely locker rooms, plush gowns to wear, all the products in the changing room as well.
They had a sauna inside.
Yeah,
they had a hammam, steam.
An ice room as well, which you loved, didn't you? It's very strange. It's Norwegian.
You get too hot in those rooms, just go and sit in there for 20 minutes. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's where I'd find it.
And then there's a vapor room where there's like eucalyptus.
For your lungs. And then you'd allow me stone beds. You can't believe that a stone bed could be so comfortable. I used to fall asleep there for about half an hour. It was all heated and
but we had some really good afternoon. We loved it.
Yeah.
And it's got showers as well, like tropical shower and a spring rain. But it really does feel like you're caught in a tropical shower or an early spring rain. Brilliant. So Persian garden, lovely. If it's not included, pay yourself.
Definitely, it was lovely.
So you've also got the fitness centre there, which is well appointed. Loads of running machines, cycling machines, weights and lap pull downs and all that. We didn't actually go in there once on this trip.
We took our staff.
Yeah, we took our stuff, but that was a really good...
Great intentions.
Yeah, full of great intentions, but didn't actually...
No, and there was classes. There was free classes of yoga, meditation, Pilates, or you could obviously sign up and have a personal trainer as well. They were very into that.
And then also in the spa, they do the massages. They've got a full hair salon. They had a barber. So everything there that you need really. So prices high.
Yeah.
I think your dad went for pedicure and Joan went for his partner went for a manicure, and it was about 160 for his pedicure dollars. So and then of course on this cruise it's plus 18% plus tax 10%. Oh,
So it
so
does.
it
Yeah.
added up to quite. So it's not cheap. So get your nails done before you go.
Definitely.
Save some money. So that's deck 12. And then finally, well, not finally, deck 14 is where the main swimming pools are.
And hot tubs. Yeah, you've got the solarium pool, indoor pool, which is lovely, super sumptuous uh, sunbeds there with thick mattresses. A lot of people just lay in there and just
Yeah,
while
it
away.
wasn't really for us
No, I
because
don't.
it's like being in the conservatory.
Yeah,
But it was peaceful in there. But when it's lovely and sunny outside, it's better to be out in the fresh air, I
yeah,
think.
that sort of walks through to the. You've got the spa cafe in there, but it walks through to the main central swimming pool with
Pool.
hot tubs,
There
and
was
there's a
two
pool bar.
pools, wasn't there? Two
Yeah,
swimming pools, four hot tubs, loads of sunbeds all around,
yeah.
heaps of
Oh
towels,
God, yeah,
all
so many
kept
towels and
precisely in
yeah,
piles, and
yeah, and
it was
very good drink service round the pool. Some ships we've been on, you don't sort of see the bartender of 1 hour to the next, but there they were constantly coming round. It was very, very good service
it
all
really
round.
was. And there's
Look
a
forward to
bar
it.
on deck 14, a little pool bar that you can go up to.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, that was it for deck 14, I think. And then obviously you got the Ocean View Cafe when you walk through the rest of
yeah.
the way, but we covered that already. That's deck 14. So, deck 15, the best deck
One of
on the
our
ship.
favourites, wasn't
Absolutely
it?
amazing.
Yeah. You've got the obviously where the lawn is freshly mowed grass. It smells divine.
Unbelievable.
You've got on the lawn club. You've got the little bowling green and putting green there. So it's real novelty, but it's lovely,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
just so a huge expanse of lawn in the centre, with bean bags on it and a big cinema screen, so you can sit there in the evening and watch a
And at
film.
the back of the
And
ship, you've
we,
got the sunset bar that sort of goes right round the back of the ship with a circular bar, and that's lovely just to watch the wake and comfortable seats there.
yeah, it's
Really,
really
and it's
lovely.
nice entertainment there as well.
We love it. On the grass, there's these little clamshell type things called the alcoves, and they've got posh seating inside, and you actually pay a supplement for those. It's 99 US dollars in a port on a port day, or a sea day. It's 249 US dollars, but then you've got the plus 18%.
So it all adds up.
And you basically hire the little pod. It's got sunbeds in there, seats in there.
It's
It's
up to
just like
four
a
people, so that price is for 4 people, but and you get a VIP
yeah,
drink service.
but it seems quite expensive to be honest. And we've been on the ship during a sea day, and it was busy, but there was still plenty of sunbeds around and a nice shade to be had.
So
So it seems a lot
you
of
just
money for us. It's not something that we'd
maybe have a
partake in, but
birthday lunch or something.
yeah,
It
if
would
you had
be
a special
nice. Yeah.
occasion or something, yeah. Then going back, you've got like a running track that runs around deck 15, and all these sail canopies over the top of the sunbed. So there's always shady areas,
And
which
that
was
was it. That
lovely,
was a
wasn't it?
nice
We
area
used to
because
lay
you,
up there.
yeah, overlooked the central swimming pool down below, but it's just a little bit quieter and nice and shady up there. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it
it
was
was a really
lovely.
nice area. That's our favourite area actually. And then there's the Porch Seafood Restaurant.
Yeah. Again, we didn't try that one, but it's one of the cheaper speciality restaurants to go to, wasn't it? But yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then moving back, you've then got the Mast Bar, which serves the drinks for that sort of area, sunbathing area. And on the opposite side is the Mast Grill. Not our favourite
no.
burgers and
Well,
hot
when we
dogs,
went to
was it?
Holland America last year, the burgers were incredible. Some of the best we've had at sea. And
We're not great big burger
no,
eaters,
no.
but
And
now and again,
Seaborn, lovely again. But on this ship, the meat quality was not good. They
no,
were not nice
not
burgers,
our
I'm sorry to
flavour.
say.
Definitely not.
No,
No.
I've had far better than that. And they
So
did hot dogs and other bits and bobs, but no, it wasn't for us.
yeah,
So we tended to eat at the buffet at lunchtime, didn't we? So,
that's it. Mm.
and then they've got the children's club there, kids club, which is huge. So we really didn't see. There's a few children on the cruise, but we didn't see them that often. I think they're so well entertained in there. There was video games and everything else, but we couldn't film in there because obviously it's children only, not adults.
And you had a basketball court as well there at the
Basketball
front.
court at the
So
back, yeah. And then you can go up to deck 16, solstice deck,
oh
and
yeah,
once again a bit more sunbathing area. Some nice sun bears and a sort of a quieter area. You can go up there. So
Yeah, that was nice.
yeah, that was a
There's
nice
plenty
area
of
as well.
sunbathing areas.
So that's all the decks. So
Covered.
done. So finally, just a section on just a few extra points that we think you would like to know or need to know. So the first thing is the app. You must download the app before you travel. You can actually check in online. You can load all your details, and once you're on board, you've got access to all the entertainment and your bill and excursions and everything that's going on the ship. So brilliant to have that. So definitely download the app.
If you don't have the app, then you do get a daily newspaper come in to tell you exactly what's going on and what the dress code is for the evening. Moving to dress code, it's very, very relaxed. So there's a couple of formal nights in our 10-day cruise, but again, it was your choice. It was ladies tended to sort of wear just dress or trousers and
Yeah, and gents wore jackets and trousers. Some people wore dinner jackets, but it was only a handful of people.
yeah,
The majority, just for gents, just had a jacket and trousers. Quite casual, quite relaxed, and the ladies put a nice dress on. So
yeah,
um,
it's lovely.
the lifeboat drill, embarkation was brilliant, and disembarkation was brilliant. If you need wheelchair assistance, you can just ask at the pier, or you can book it in advance if you've got a disabled cabin. Christina's father and his partner were in a disabled cabin, but excellent service both ends. And the lifeboat drill, when you get on board, you watch a television all about the safety, and then you go to your muster station and check in. So that
So
was
it's all
quite easy,
hassle
much
free.
easier than it used to be. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Gratuities, ours are included. Most people who go on board will be included
Yeah, if you opt for their
because
drinks
you've got the
packages, yeah,
package.
you get your tips included, so that's well worth going for.
Yeah, but if you don't, then you have to pay $17.50 per day, and that's added onto your onboard account. And it can go higher than that depending what cabin category that you're in. But you can. It did say that it's at your discretion. You can lower that amount if you feel it's too high, which it is quite high. But I would imagine most people who've booked on Celebrity will have the package, which includes the gratuities. So makes life a lot easier.
Definitely. Laundry, a little bit more expensive than other ships we've been on. You pay by the individual items. However, you can fill a bag, quite a small bag in the cabin, and that was about $70 to fill a bag.
Yeah, wash and fold laundry, $59.99 for a bag. Wash and press, and then they've got $71.99. So it's quite pricey, really. So
Yeah.
maybe take your washing home with you if you're on a short cruise. There's drinks. We're on a drinks package, like Christina mentioned. We're doing a separate video on that because
Yeah,
it's
because it's
doing.
quite complex. So
Yeah,
do subscribe to our channel, and that will be coming up shortly. Say the difference between the classic, the premium, and whether you choose not to have a drinks package.
and if you don't have the drinks packages, 18% added to every drink. And actually, on board the ship, nearly 18% added to everything that you sign for.
Yeah,
So
be it the spa, everything.
yeah. The
Um,
drinks package, when you get on board, incidentally, they'll say, because you're on the classic package, if you've booked that, they'll offer you the premium package for $20 a
20,
day.
which is good.
Which we thought,
Yeah,
oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And then, but what they didn't tell you when we were signing is it's plus 18% and
plus
plus
another
10%
10%
tax. So
tax.
whoop,
Yeah,
the bill went up.
yeah.
But anyway, you'll see that on our video. But we did enjoy the premium
It
drinks
was
package. So.
very, very, yeah, very, very good quality drinks. The other thing to mention is that we have done a video on two cabin categories: the balcony stateroom that Stuart and myself are staying in, and also a disabled cabin that my dad and his partner were in, which incidentally was amazing. It was the best disabled cabin I think ever. It was
Really
so
good.
large.
They
So,
loved it. Yeah, they thought it was brilliant.
so take a look at our cabin reviews and our drinks package guide as well.
One other thing, room service.
True,
You
yes.
know, they on other ships we've been on, you can order what you like off the menu and whatever, and there's no charge. But on this ship, you can order, say for a breakfast, you can have a continental breakfast, very basic. But if you want eggs, you have to pay $9.95, and I would imagine that does plus 18%. I would imagine.
Yeah.
And you do have to pay for room service.
So
Don't you?
yes, we're not encouraging that. So
Yeah.
just to bear that in mind.
But then on this ship, the age range was younger, whereas Holland America Line, as an example, they were slightly an older clientele. On here, it was a younger
Set, which
set. But then when we were on there, people said, "Oh, there's an awful lot of old people on here looking at us." But we didn't think it was. It was a real nice mix of ages
it
actually
was
on there, wasn't it?
really 5-star. ship. Service and the
Yeah,
people on board, we couldn't fault it, and we'd definitely go again. Absolutely loved it. Loved
yeah.
the vibe.
One of the
It
best cruises we've
was
been on, actually.
fantastic. Yeah,
But
still
for
smiling
an
now. It was
all-round
lovely.
bit of everything, you know, it's a
Yeah,
really good entertainment. Either you go on one ship and you get brilliant food, not very good entertainment, or brilliant entertainment and terrible food. But on here you've got everything.
yeah,
So we thought we'd definitely go back on Celebrity. That's a definite bonus.
100%. Yeah.
So and they do a loyalty club as well. So once you've been going a few times, the points build up and you get benefits such as a bag of laundry or various things, wine parties,
Benefits.
cocktail
Yeah.
parties, and things like that. So yeah, but
Oh,
I think that's covered everything.
yeah.
If you've got
So
any questions, then you can always contact us
definitely,
through our
yeah.
channel.
Please do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe to our channel, the Posh Travel Blog. And as I said, there'll be more great reviews. We're planning another cruise next month, so thank you very much for watching. All the best.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.